Right, so here you are, back with your second album, Sorry I'm Late. I have heard Sirens, which is just a beautiful tune, and the thing that has blown me away, the same as the very first time I heard you, is how powerful a voice you have coming out of a wee tiny thing.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I felt like that was a very conscious decision of mine to go with a song that I really sing on. I feel like I haven't really done that for a long time. I don't think I've done that since the show, really. Taken on a ballad type song and really sang.
At what age did you realise that you had this incredible voice that you could bring out, this very powerful voice? Because you're only 21 now, and we first met you a good few years ago now, and this seems to be something that you've always had.
Well, I remember as a kid, my dad would always make me get up on the table and sing him a song. Ever since I was really, really little. And I loved it. He used to make me show off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like dads do that, don't they?
Yeah, he used to like doing that. And he told me once that when I was a baby, he pushed me into the pub and the jukebox was playing and I was asleep. And all of a sudden my eyes just opened and my head just started wiggling. Like I've always just loved music.
And you are only 21 now. I can understand the appeal of performing. I haven't got two decent notes that rub together in my head. If I could sing like you would never shut me up. But at 21, I didn't know what I wanted at all at 21. I knew the only thing I knew I wanted was to get away with as little work as possible. But the route that you have chosen, that is not something that you can ever do. You're one very busy, busy girl.
Yeah, I think I'm at that point now that when I do get a day off, I can't sit still. There's no way I can sit there all day and do nothing. I just can't do it. I have to do something. I think it's because I like being up and about and always here and always there. I like being so active with it and meeting all these different people every day. I think that's what makes my career so fun.
And does it feel like work?
Not really. I don't really like to call it work. I mean, yes, it is hard work. I'm not going to say that it's all, fun and games and everything's all easy and good all the time. But you kind of get what you put in, if you get what I mean. And if you're willing to work, you're going to get something good out of it. And that's what I think, and that's why I've spent my time since I left the show just non-stop, really.
That show that you mentioned, The X Factor, of course, was where we first got to meet you. I've got a feeling that we'd have come to know your name and, of course, that amazing voice of yours with or without that show. But is it harder being where you are now, given that you didn't have the time to adjust to people getting to know you more and more and more, and your fame levels growing and growing? You just kind of hit the road running. You were suddenly, everybody knew your name, everybody knew what you sounded like, everybody knew everything about your personal life. Is that a harder route, do you think, than the traditional playing clubs and, getting gigs here and there and then making it?
Well, I did do that before I went on the show. I think that's something that lots of people don't really know about me, is that every weekend, on a Friday night and a Saturday night, my dad would take me up to the British Legion and I'd sing on their karaoke machine for a couple of hours and I'd get given a tenner for it. And I loved it. I loved every second of it because I could just do non-stop singing all these different songs. They were all cover songs, but I just loved every second of it. And I knew that I wanted to carry on, and it didn't necessarily matter to me, what way that I got to where I am. I just knew that I wanted to work hard to get to where I am.
See, I can see that drive and that want to sing, but the handling of the fame side and everything that comes with that and all the nasty comments as well. You were very young whenever those started being flung your way.
Yeah, I don't blame people for having an opinion. No one's to be blamed. I mean, people did say nasty things and maybe they could have been a bit kinder and been a bit more chilled out about it. But I mean, at the age that I was at, 17, I didn't know what was going on. I really didn't. I didn't understand why certain things were happening. I was changing. I was constantly sort of rebelling because I didn't know any other way of dealing with anything. So when I look back on that now, being the person I am today, I sort of say to myself, there's no point me thinking about the bad things that people said, because that was the old me. Now I have this opportunity where I'm back and people can say their opinions now. I have no problem with that.
I'm not surprised you've got no problem with it, because now you can go, nya, 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 nya. Look at me.
No.
I've just been on tour with Demi Lovato. What have you been doing?
No.
But that is incredible. You've just finished doing that tour with Demi. Seems that you have been more than just another one of the acts on the tour with her. It seems like you've made really good friends.
Yeah, I literally just finished a video shoot with her in LA. We just shot the video for her new single. It's called Really Don't Care, and I wrote on that song and feature on it. And yeah, it seems to be all sort of kicking off, really, and I'm here, there and everywhere. It feels good to be in so many different places.
And you return as well with Little Mix. Now, I love yourself and I love Little Mix. I have an 8-year-old daughter, and I'd be very proud to say, do you see those girls? Be like that, because you're strong and you're feisty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, with everything that I've seen Little Mix doing as well, they're doing so well. Really, really well. And it's good to see that they're still a very close, tight unit, and they've obviously got values, and it's just nice to see that. A good group of girls around my age as well, just out there working hard and doing what they do.
Well, you have been away from the stage for a wee while because you were concentrating on putting together this second album, Sorry I'm Late. Second album's notoriously hard. Did it prove that way for you?
You always worry, when you've already got an album out there and it's been out there for near on 3 or 4 years. You have to sort of say to yourself, well, where do I want to take this? What do I feel about it right now? What do I want to go and record? Who do I want to work with? And fortunately for me, I was able to take the reins on it and sort of say, this is where I want to go. This is who I want to work with. And I took control of the album, really. And you can see that it's so much more me. And it's a beautiful album. It really is a beautiful listen. Well, Cher, listen, whatever you go to do next, I wish you all of the best luck in the world with it. Oh, thank you. And I hope it goes fantastically well for you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.